ways they work a service customer who is actually in the store. Okay?
All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
There we go. I'm waiting for it. Is everybody awake today? So the way I like to work the service drive is a few different ways. Just in person when they're already sitting in my drive and they're chilling out in my waiting room. I love walking up. I'm very friendly immediately. I'm like, hi, how are you? I'm Kayla. It's so good to meet you.
Thank you.
Here for service? Great. Which side? Oh, you're on BMW? Fantastic. I start my conversation. I start going in, doting on them, telling them how much I appreciate them coming, how much I either love their shoes, their hair. I sit there and give to them. It's a part of reciprocity. It doesn't have to be something physical. It can be a mental game as well. It's chess, it's not checkers. Isn't that what we all say? So for that, I will sit there and I'll sit there all day with them. And if they're more interested, if they're in the fact that they don't want to wait there for a few hours, they want to see about maybe an upgrade, maybe a bigger car, maybe some new features, I take them outside. We can just peek around. It's not a push or pull thing. If you want to come, let's go. If not, let's just have a great conversation. Now, another thing I really love to do is to call people coming in the next day. So today I'm going to go to my desk and I'm going to look at service drive appointments for tomorrow. And I'm going to call a majority of these clients because they're already coming in. So why not come sit with me, have a good cup of coffee. I can get you a better, rate, better note, better vehicle in general. And you can't tell me it doesn't work because I do it and it works. I've literally walked right out of a meeting, met a client, talked to her for 5 minutes, walked away to turn around and come back to trying to find me because she wants a bigger car. Did I get it for her? Absolutely, because Sissy's now driving her trade-in. And Sissy loves it. It works. You just have to have the right approach. You have to bring the energy. They're over there, they're tired, they've been waiting. If you give and they can match your energy, I mean, it's a sale from there, y'all. It's just the right way to approach.
So I love the idea that she calls the service clients that are coming in the next day. That's strong.
Oh yeah, I got 4 appointments today on it. Let's do it.
Woo! I'm liking it.
So me and Kayla kind of got the same approach. I do a couple things different than her. What I normally do is I go out and I stand in the service drive. Normally people pull up. You can greet them when they pull up because they see you standing there, so they're gonna want to talk to you. They don't know where. Most people, it could be their first time, so they don't even know where they're going. So if it's their first time, normally they're gonna ask you, hey, like, where do I go from here? And okay, come on, I'm gonna walk you in. You greet them, tell them who you are, and it's kind of the perfect time to be like, by the way, like I'm Josh, I'm your vehicle exchange coordinator here at the dealership. But then you take them to their service writer, whoever it may be, which one of them. Well, 9 times out of 10, if they call and schedule an appointment, they've already talked to one. So you go in, just help them get settled in. And then by that time, if they go in and they sit and, you want to go back and reintroduce yourself, greet them, you know what vehicle they're in. So if that's a car you feel like is a good candidate for, the vehicle exchange program, whatever you want to call it. Then you trade, you go scan the car, you work the process like you normally do. Another thing I do is you can go into the system and you can pretty much see who's coming in. So if you know a customer, know a vehicle that's coming in, you just kind of stand out there and you look for it. And then if that customer's there, you go and talk to them. I've already put everything in the system pretty much at that time. So, but you go and introduce yourself. Hey, how you doing? I'm Josh, the vehicle exchange coordinator. Tell them, my manager went and took a look at your car while I was here. How would you feel if I can get you more money than what your trade is worth? At that point, it's hard for them to say no. Of course they're gonna want to see, how much their trade is worth, or how much more money you can get them for the trade.
And you kind of have them captive too, because they're going to be there for a while.
Well, yeah, they're interested in you, and they're there. So, yeah, why not? But by the way, are you like, if we can get you more money for your vehicle, or when I get you more money for your vehicle, or you want to trade it in, or you want us to just cut your check out right? 9 times out of 10, they're going to need to replace that vehicle unless you're Grant Credit and got a backup for your backup. He's about the only one that got that. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to need to replace their vehicle. So then at that point, you go in and, obviously they might be in an SUV. So at that point, you might see the car seat in there. So you're going to already kind of know, like, to ask them certain questions you can ask them. Like I see you in an SUV, like you got small kids, or you want to replace it with another SUV, and then you just get them going. Another thing I kind of showed, so I'm sure if everybody kind of knows how to go to the service log on Focus and see them. I'm I'm sure. So you can go to the little service tool and it shows you who's coming in, and this is something else I do. You can incorporate a quick page or whatever you want to do, video, text, however, call. You can incorporate a quick page by seeing who's coming in by appointments the day before. And you can kind of, you can send them a quick page, and the message don't really change. Hi, I'm your vehicle exchange coordinator. I see you having an appointment tomorrow for your vehicle. You tell them what the vehicle is, because obviously it lets them know you paid attention. I see you bringing your 2015 Toyota Highlander in for service. I'm the vehicle exchange coordinator. I would love to sit down and talk with you when you get here and get you more money for your vehicle. And it might spark the interest, it may not, but then when they get there, you still go and talk to them. You know, act like, hey, I didn't even know that was the same person. I just seen the vehicle come in and I thought it would have been a good candidate. So, but the whole point is to inquire the trade, to inquire the vehicle. So, I mean, you might not get a deal out of it, but I mean, we make money for purchasing vehicles. So, you know, you still made a couple bucks in your pocket just for taking in the trade, and we need the vehicle. So, you know, that's my approach on it.
Yes, great.
My favorite is definitely people who are actually in the service drive. You'll notice like Katie, Josh, and I will stand out there and we'll just wait for them to pull up. And
Vultures.
yeah, it's like vultures. So we'll stand there and I watch, you know, they'll pull in, or if someone's not pulling them in, then I'll pretend like I work service and I'm like, come on. In that time, my favorite thing to do is to walk around the vehicle. It tells you a lot about, you know, is it clean? Is it dirty? Did they purchase it from us? So you can see if it has a walker tag on it or not. And then I also like to listen, stay close and listen, what are they in for? Oh, you know, this is going wrong with my vehicle, or I'm just here for an oil change. So that's also going to tell you kind of how so you need to approach that customer. So I might walk up, hey, Miss Sissy, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? So is your trade-in light on? Is that what you're coming in for?
Yeah.
And then usually they'll get a little done. My trade-in light, it's like blinker fluid. So it just kind of breaks the ice a little bit there. Definitely, it's something, you're creating something out of nothing. They're coming in for an oil change and you're trying to push them towards selling. So that's something you have to put a lot into, as far as you have to create a lot of relationship with that person.
Yes.
You have to do a lot before you go into trying to, you know, buy, sell a vehicle. I feel like I'm out there at least 20, 30 minutes, like, hey, you know, just creating a relationship, talking with them. I get you something to drink, you know, giving them a whole lot. I'm not from this area. I'm younger, 19, so I usually talk to them about that, you know, like, what are some different things y'all do around here, where you live, I'm kind of new to this area. It gives me a lot of different ways to go there. And then one of the biggest things, if you're new, I literally sold a car like this. I had an older lady walking around and she was like, you know, no, I don't want to test drive. I was like, man, listen, I'm really young, I'm trying to prove myself here. I was like, would you mind if I just practiced with you and took you on the test drive? And she was like, absolutely. She got in the car, she was like, I love this, I love it. And she...
Now remember, Xander's the only one in the company that can't drive the car off the lot because he's not old enough yet. So the customer has to drive the car off the lot, he can't.
So I told her, I was like, Miss Charlene, I was like, surely, you know, you let me go and test drive with you. She drove, she said, I love this, I love it. The miles weren't so high on it. I would get this in a heartbeat. Ding! Right there. I was like, well, I'll tell you what, let's walk over here. Let's look, I'm gonna show you a little bit newer one. That way you at least have all the information on the vehicle before I let you go. And if I could save you some money, surely you do that. I mean, you got a 10-year-old car, battery, there's something wrong with your battery. See if we can fix that for you. I'm gonna take care of that. She drove it, my God. She stepped out, let me call my daughter. 20 minutes later, she was walking out with 2 hours later, she's walking out with a brand new vehicle. I mean,
Awesome.
so you got to use your personality and definitely your position as definitely like your advantage.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fine.
Does anybody have questions for them or anything to add to it?